you have reached the Vancouver Islander. Megan, Chris, Rue, and Captain. We're sorry we missed your call. We're currently either out of service or away from land. Please leave your comments below, and if you want to stay informed and up to date with our adventures, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Fair winds.
Yeah, I'm looking ahead, looking out for someone like you.
On this episode, we check out Owen Bay and Octopus Islands during the record-breaking heat wave of 2021. So for the first time ever since owning this boat, we pulled out of the marina and turned north. So we're going to go through the Seymour Narrows. End destination is Wyatt Bay, which we'll probably get to tomorrow, depending on how much time we make. Otherwise, we're going to stay at Owen Bay tonight and then end up in Wyatt.
Well, we're just coming around Maud Island off the end of Quadra. Gonna go through the Narrows. Tide is ebbing till 10:30, about 8 o'clock right now, so a little bit of an ebb happening, so we should see some current moving. And we got 20 knots of wind, so be interesting ride. Underneath of us went from 400 feet to, well, it was at about 70 feet. We're at 160 now.
Claimed 119 ships and 120 souls.
Is that true?
Yeah. Okay, so I fact-checked it, and according to the Campbell River Museum, Ripple Rock was responsible for sinking or damaging 120 vessels and claimed 114 lives.
Past Seymour Narrows, Quadra Island to our starboard, Vancouver Island to the port, and we've got about 30 knots of steady wind gusting to 40, which isn't so bad because the tide is going in the same direction, but there's little white caps stacking up. We've got another 5 miles to go, and then we're going to take a right, and we should be quite sheltered. Passing this little rock pile.
Okay, so it's 8:30 now, and we are just pulling in.
We're in Okasolo Channel, just coming through the lower rapids. About 1 mile away from the entrance of Owen Bay.
Tidal currents in Discovery Passage are notorious for their strength, particularly Surge Narrows. These waters are far more turbulent than the waters we get in Desolation Sound. Discovery Passage is made up of several islands that create narrow gaps that large volumes of water from the Johnstone Strait have to pass through. This creates strong currents and turbulent back eddies up to 10 knots. We consulted a current chart rather than a tide chart to determine when the best time to pass would be. Owen Bay is located on the southeastern shore of Sonora Island, which is located on the eastern end of Johnstone Strait and the northern end of Discovery Passage, within the Strathcona Regional District area. We are anchored in Owen Bay now. It's almost 9 o'clock. Took us just about 4 hours to get here. Maybe 3. I'm not sure what time we left. It's a nice night. First things first, we take the dogs to shore. The breeze is really nice.
Owen Bay has a long homesteader history. At one point, it was a thriving coastal community of about 1,200 people and home to both a school and a general store. It has evolved into a quiet coastal vacation and recreation community with a small complement of full-time residents.
Okay, anchors away. 5:31 a.m. That's how I like to start a Friday.
Turn the water pressure off. On the left. So it's 5:45 Friday morning. Slack tide is at 6 a.m. We spent the night in Owen Bay last night, waiting for the tide this morning. So we're gonna make our way through the upper rapids past Hole in the Wall. The upper rapids. See all the little whirlpool symbols. There's Hole in the Wall. We have to do that on a slack tide.
I'm just on rock lookout. We're at slack tide right now. So we have to get up with the sun. Anchors in, 6:27, engines are off. We're here for the weekend. Couple power boats in the bay. Okay, we got a new coffee to try. I'm trying to cut my caffeine intake down, and so this is recommendation from our friend Zoe, and it's called Half Ass, and it's half the caffeine by Kicking Horse. So we'll see how that goes. Ooh. Ready for some half-ass coffee?
Ready.
They've been fresh pressed since we were on the the Commander. We didn't have power on the Commander. This is really light coffee.
Access to Octopus Islands Marine Park is by boat only and is a popular kayaking destination. The park was established in 1974 and is 760 hectares in size. This area is of significant historical value as it was used heavily by the coastal First Nations people. Much of the shoreline within the park is made up of culturally constructed clam gardens. Most of the anchorages on eastern Vancouver Island offer evidence of a rich coastal First Nations history. The Octopus Islands are the perfect place for an ocean swim, kayaking, wildlife viewing, hiking, and wilderness camping.
I didn't tie the tender up because Chris was in it, and I just ran back to grab something, and then he got out of the boat and it drifted away with both dogs in it and the engine running.
A rough portage trail approximately 1.5 kilometers leads from the head of Wyatt Bay to Small Inlet Marine Park on the west side of Quadra Island. We chose to keep going on a further hiking trail to Newton Lake. So we've walked about 20 minutes from Wyatt Bay to Granite Bay. I think this is Small Inlet. We're going to keep going to Newton Lake. We've walked up from the ocean about 1,000 feet probably. It's been straight up, a couple switchbacks. It's hot in here. It's still like 30 degrees. I'm dying.
Oh, the Spider-Mans are so frustrating.
You're getting them all.
I am?
Yeah. Here we are, we made it to Newton Lake. We're just not sure where the beaches are. So we found a nice little swimming hole on Newton Lake. I'm leaving them on.
So we're just about to start the ascent down from the trail to Newton Lake on our way back down. And it's just absolutely gorgeous night. It's almost 8 o'clock. Sun is still high. Just a lazy evening on the boat. I'm working on some videos. Chris is watching Seinfeld and cooking tacos. Rue is done. Octopus Islands is really pretty. I'm enjoying. Do we go up or this way? Let's go. It's nice and cool in the shade and really sunny and warm. Not in the shade. Had our coffees, done our business. Heading back to the boat for some breakfast. Oh, this stuff is so cold and green and slimy. Having a little midday watermelon snack. Let me see how good he is. Another delicious lunch made by Chris. Focaccia salad with farm lettuce and Natural Pastures buffalo mozzarella, which is delicious. Thrifty's supplied the rest of the stuff. So it's almost 3 o'clock on Saturday. It's got to be like 30 degrees. It's absolutely unbearable. Well, it's 37 is what the forecast, but it's a bit cooler up here than it is in town. So we're looking for some shade and a little bit of fresh air. The dogs are hot. But the lake is like quite a hike away and we don't want to put Rue through that again. It was about, I don't know, an hour and a half to hike up there.
Yeah.
In the sweltering heat. We went back to the boat and took a nap to escape the sun for a bit. We had never experienced heat like this out on the boat, and we certainly weren't prepared. We didn't have a single fan on board, and there was an algae bloom in the bay, so the water was thick, rusty brown color, and swimming wasn't an option. The freshwater lake was an hour and a half up a mountain, and Rue was sore and tired from our first trip up there. So we were dying, literally counting down the hours till the sun would drop so we could finally breathe again. Which unfortunately wasn't until at least 8 p.m.
Keeping an eye out there about lookout.
Yep.
Might ask Captain if he wants to take it.
So it's just about 9 o'clock and we're going to take the dogs out for their last walk. And it's still really nice and sunny out.
Megan pulling a dirty anchor. She just hurt herself. Lots of mud on it.
Just coming around Willoughby Shoals, Quadra Island. It's the mainland behind us. Pretty relaxing trip home for all parties.
We just came around Cape Mudge on the south end of Quadra, heading back towards Campbell River. Megan's gonna start getting the fenders and lines ready.
Well, that wraps up our Octopus Island videos. We didn't get very many videos out this season. That's because we own and operate a marine repair shop, and it's been a really busy season for the boating community. We really do enjoy making these videos though, and love all of our subscribers, so we are going to make an effort to get a couple more videos up in the new year. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and also hit the notifications bell so that you can know the next time we put a video out.
So we've moved locations at the marina, and we now dock on the port side, which Megan forgot. So fenders look nice, but they're on the wrong side.
Well, that wraps up our Octopus Islands video. We didn't get very many videos out this season, and that's because we own and operate a marine repair shop, and anyone in the boating community knows that it's been a very busy season for boats. We really enjoy making these videos though, and love all of our subscribers, so we are going to make an effort to get some more up in the new year. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.